Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Mic. We just wrapped up a show on 89.5 FM WSOU. Make sure you tune in every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. to listen to our show. Well, today we had a lot of segments going. We talked about the tragic death of Janet Du Bois. If you watch Good Times, you know that's Walona Woods, the neighbor of Florence and that family, you know, JJ and all of them. I liked that show. I watched that show a lot, and she had no health problems, but I guess it was just her time to go. And sadly, she has passed on at 74. And we go into the definition of commitment. Commitment. When you have a commitment, it means you're always going to stick with it, and you're not going to move away from it no matter what. But some people make commitments and they don't stick with it, and they have the wrong interpretation of how to make one. When you try to achieve your goal, as soon as you write it down on a piece of paper, and as soon as you think about it, you have to go achieve it. You can't say, "Oh, I'm gonna start with this goal next week or in 2 days or something like that." That's the wrong mindset to have, because if you do that, you're most likely going to push it. Oh, I'm going to do it next time. I'm going to do it next time. You're just never going to complete it. But I encourage everybody, if you have a commitment or a goal, you go do it. As soon as you think about it, you go achieve it. And we talked about Malcolm X, who had a commitment to change the world and to bring all people together. A lot of people had a lot of misinterpretations about him, believed he was an evil, violent guy who just wanted to kill people. Well, that's not who he was. He actually loved all people, and he wanted to bring all people together. And he just had to enforce he just exposed a lot of the true reality of America. And he was just a very intelligent guy who, if you even cross him, he would. Because he was a Nation of Islam, and they had weapons and stuff, but they wasn't going out and killing people. That was to protect themselves from other people who was trying to get at them. And yeah, I read a eulogy about him from Ozzie Davis during his funeral, and it was a very good. And we what else? We had an historic site that the New Jersey historic preservation officers, they believe that this site is not considered historic, and it is on Martin Luther King, and it is a building in Camden, New Jersey. He didn't live in, but he stayed at during his first ever protest and a lawsuit. And he stayed in this building, and New Jersey declares that it's not historic. But when you think of the person Martin Luther King is, and you have him in his first ever protest, of the many protests he did, his first ever, he plotted it in that building, and he stayed in that building. He slept in there, and that's how the movement kicked off. And they just deem it as, oh, that's not historic. That is deems no importance since he didn't live in the building. They consider it's not important, which makes no sense. And yeah,
Dr. D's.
Dr. D's,
Psycho.
to be honest, what was it about? I don't know. He was talking a lot. He was a lot of words and a lot of
Messing up as usual?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about Dr. D. You could leave it to
He just
Red.
said the mind and the body work together.
All right.
Meditation and be around good people.
Yeah, just clear your mind, basically.
Meditate,
Yeah,
exercise,
Vibrations.
bring it all together.
right. And it was, Dr. D is always coming in clutch with the weekly health report. He always does a good job, and
Oh, I do?
y'all both. You know what? You add your sense of humor to it and all that, and he does a good job on the article. So yeah, I'll say it. And again, I thank you everybody for tuning in to Behind the Mic. Make sure you leave a like, you share, and you comment of how we did. You can watch us if you want to see us behind, literally, when the show is when the music playing, what we're talking about. You could tune into our Facebook Live and you could see us and you could just see how we go about doing the show. And you tune in on Facebook on Quest Youth Radio to listen to us. And again, thank you everybody, and see you next week. Peace.